help promote literacy in our city just by spending an evening with award-winning authors and enjoying some of the finest cuisine in Tulsa. That's the idea behind the Chapters An Evening of Books, Bards, and Bites event. Now this morning, Jennifer Wells joins us, manager of the City County Library Adult Literary Service, and then we've also got another Jennifer Latham. You've written one of the books that's going to be in this thing, so we'll start with you, Jennifer. What is this event all about?
Oh, well, Chapters is our annual fundraiser for the Ruth G. Hardman Adult Literacy Service, and our service is aimed at working with adults who, whether English isn't their first language or they have a learning disability or something just happened when they were growing up, but they haven't hit that 6th grade level of literacy yet. So we focus on one-on-one tutoring. We're always looking for adult tutors to volunteer. Our program is completely free, and like I said, this is our big fundraiser to kind of, you know, keep us up and running.
And then, like I was saying earlier, some of us might be sort of not necessarily aware of the issue, think that, you know, everybody we talk to is well-read, so everybody's literate. That's not the case.
No, the statistics say 1 in 6 Tulsans in the county could benefit from our services. So, and for whatever reason, they struggle with things like reading filling out a job application, reading a label on your medicine from the pharmacy, things like that. Just things that we do every day that we don't even think about. So,
now, Jennifer, you're one of the authors who's going to be in this thing. Tell us a little bit about your book that you're going to be talking about.
I'm so excited to be going. This is just a wonderful organization. And Dreamland Burning is a young adult novel. It's a murder mystery set present day and past, but it grapples with some of the issues that arose during the Tulsa Race Riot, Tulsa Race Massacre.
Gotcha. So I'm sure some of the questions people are going to ask you about the whole research process.
Oh, I hope so.
How excited are you to be a part of this thing?
Very. This is a subject that's near and dear to my heart, so I'm glad to be able to be there.
Gotcha. Have you ever been to one of these before in the past?
This is my first chance, so it's great.
And what do you think about this whole idea of teaching more people, making more people literate in our area?
It's so vital, not just for practical issues like driver's licenses and reading the newspaper, but also just getting to the point where you can sit down and enjoy a book and become immersed in that world. I think it really changes us as people, and everyone should have that opportunity.
Gotcha. And Jennifer, you were telling me a little bit earlier about the issue where it was a 3rd grade reading level that sometimes that's where the education really starts to take off. But if you're lagging...
Right. What they found is up to 3rd grade, you're learning to read. And then from 3rd grade on, you're reading to learn. So if you aren't reading, you know, sort of smoothly, if you don't have the basics down by 3rd grade, you're far more likely to get left behind. And that's sort of where we see a lot of our students come in, a lot of our adult basic students at that 1st or 2nd grade level, because they just, if you don't get over that hump, you just fall behind. And I'm sure a lot of our parents know that's when they do the testing is 3rd grade, and it's a big deal.
So when people come to this event, what can they expect to do and see?
Well, we'll have 3 authors, not only Jennifer here, but also Julia Thomas and then David Leet. And basically what will happen is we'll have just a big spread of food. There will be wine. There'll be the chance to mingle around. And then you'll get a chance to sit in and listen to the authors speak a little bit about their books.
Gotcha. And you get a little bit of that insight when you're reading the books. So
exactly.
Gives you a little extra. Well, thank you all both so much for coming in. If you're interested, Chapters, a casual evening of books, bards, and bites. I love that name. It's Thursday, September 7th at 6:30 at the Hardesty Regional Library. That address, 8316 East 93rd Street. Phone number is 918-549. That is 7050 or 7550. I'm struggling with these numbers here. www.tulsalibrary.org, and of course, they're also on Facebook. Thank you all so much for coming in.